let's talk about vaping itself. I'm using, of course, my new vape. Actually, it's a Lost Vape Centaurus BT200, which I unboxed earlier, actually a few days ago, and I'll play that for you in a moment. But I've had a while to use this now, and what do I really like about this device? Well, it's got a large screen here. Review of this new box mod from Lost Vape, and that's the Centaurus BT200 box mod. Now, what's really cool about this mod is it's the world's first Bluetooth control mod, and if you use a vape regularly, sometimes the settings can be fiddly, you know, with your little buttons on the device. But this can be worked from your phone via an app, so we'll be looking at that. I'm going to be pairing it with a Geek Vape Zeus tank, which I do love Zeus tanks. They're very, very good. And I bought this from Vaping 101. And they also very kindly sent me an extra bubble glass to go with the Geek Vape Zeus. I do like Zeus, as I say. I love the coils. It gives oodles of flavour. Really good tanks. But of course, being here in the UK, we've got to apply to TPD laws, which means you get a 2 ml tank. So by supplying the bubble glass, that increases it to in between 4 and 5 ml. So it means you're not filling it all the time. So let's get this open and we'll take a quick look at it. Okay, well, I've always liked Lost Vape products. I've got several. The chipset that they use are really good. This uses the Quest 3.0 chipset, so it's out of the box. Comes in a rather nice box. Lost Vape always do good quality packaging. So there's the box, slits open there. You've got an instruction card there. There's a Type-C charging lead, and this is the actual device here. The panel should pop off here, so it takes two 18650 batteries. It's got a large screen here, and another little thing you can do with this, because you can operate it via an app, via Bluetooth, you can put your own wallpaper on there, so that's just a bit of fun, I suppose. Anyway, so there's the actual device. As you can see, a nice big screen, a toggle switch which also will work all the controls. There's an on-off button here. It's very similar to the previous Lost Vape products I've had. Metal as well, aluminium back there, so it's not flimsy, and it's quite solid. You've really got to get your nail into there to take the back off, so it's quite solid when it's put together. It's got a 510 connector there, which means you can pair it with most tanks on the market. And of course, as I say, I'm going to pair this with a Geek Vape Zeus, because I'm very much a big fan of Zeus coils. Really do provide oodles of flavour. So I'll pop this out. Now, in the box, when you buy the actual tank, you get comes in this lovely little box. You get the tank there with a coil fitted already in there. Let me just check that. There is a coil in there. Yes, there's a coil pre-fitted. There's also a spare coil. I don't know how well that's showing up there on the camera, but it's really cool. You can change the wallpaper with this. But what I really like about this, other than the fact that it's got a Centaurus chipset, which are always superb, but what I really like about this is you can set it up using an app on your phone, which you download. It's really easy to do. So there's the Centaurus app there. As soon as you hit it on, you have to connect it, because it connects with Bluetooth. And once you hit this phone off, the Bluetooth disconnects every time. So you have to reconnect the Bluetooth when you want to change something, which you may think may be a bit of a bummer, but that's actually common sense, because it stops battery usage. So in order to enable Bluetooth, you simply press the little button here, move the rotary dial to menu. I've just changed the wrong settings. It's so much easier to do it, which I'll show you now on the phone. So on the menu, then you'll come up with several options. You've got brightness, you've got theme, you've got wallpaper, you've got reset, and right at the top you've got Bluetooth. Click to it, hit the Bluetooth on, and then this will connect to the phone. So then you open the app on the phone, Centaurus app, click on it, click on there, and it'll find the device. There's my device there, so it's now connected. And I can do all my settings on here. I can set my wattage. I use Vape normally in power mode, so I can set my wattage here. I can put it into temperature mode. I can do voltage. I can do boost mode. I can use change settings for different e-liquids. And once I've done that, then by keeping the device locked from changes, then it doesn't accidentally change settings in your pocket, which I've had a lot. You know, I tend to vape at about 40 watts because I use nic salts, which technically you not recommended to be used for sub-ohm vaping, but I always have. I don't take any notice of the rules, and I get a really good vape hit from this. And then I just simply, it's locked then, so in order for me to change the settings on the device, I have to click this button here and go through the wheel. It's very difficult to click this button on accident because it's set in, so it doesn't. And vapes that I've used in the past, as I said, they've gone in my pocket. I'm in work, whatever, I'm potching around, I pull it out of my pocket, and without realizing, it's turned up to 200 watts or something in my pocket, and I go to take an hit, and all of a sudden it blows my head off. It also ruins my coils, because I always use Geek Vape Zeus tanks with the Zeus coils because I like them. I think they mesh coils, they give great flavour and so forth. So I do love this this device here. Let me show you how easy it is to change wallpaper. So for instance, when you've got the app up on your phone, you're connected near Bluetooth, just simply select wallpaper there, and there are pre-designed wallpapers, but you can also add your own wallpaper. Select from an album, for instance, so I'm allowing it because this is a new phone. So there's a photo I've got of my dog there, one of my dogs, Sherlock, so I'll select that, and then press done. Then you'll get the option to crop the photograph to get it right on the screen, so I'll press sure, and then you can see that's turning up with the dial now. It's on 2.56789%. The same thing is happening on the vape there. The wheel is turning round. As soon as I hit 100%, I'll have a new photo on there, which I thought was really cool at first when I started using the vape, and I put a lot of different photographs on it. I put some noir film posters on there, and I tried it all out, but I tend to prefer the basic Lost Vape logo wallpaper, which is built in. But we're just going to let this change now to show you this for a minute. And as I say, I want to talk about vaping because there's so much bullshit surrounding vaping in the press, and the United Kingdom, which has always been very vape friendly compared to some other countries, is going to tax vape juice ridiculously high amounts. And there we are, we can see now that's changed, and now we've got a photo on the wallpaper of my boxer dog there, Sherlock. I'm going to change that back simply because so all I have to do is I go to back to menu, select the menu, and I'll go down to wallpaper there because I want to select one of the and I'll select a wallpaper which is so there we have the standard Lost Vape wallpaper. That's a bit of a gimmick, but it's quite nice. But as I say, what I really do like about this is the fact that by using my phone to set it up, this never changes from my required setting. And I've got a large screen here so I can see quite clearly. I've taken, for instance, 2,313 puffs since its last reset. So I'll simply hit the device off with this slider here. It's off, hit it back on, and it goes through a little animation of Lost Vape, and then the screen is back and it's ready to use. So that's the Lost Vape Centaurus BT200. device. I'll be doing a lot more vaping videos in this channel. I mean, I do a lot of different videos. The variety is the spice of life, as they say, but there will be more vaping videos. But that was simply a quick review of the Lost Vape BT200 device, which I'm going to give top marks. I think this is wonderful.